At the last minute about a meeting in Brisbane, and I was about 3/4 away from the meeting, almost finished, and there was a big noise at the door. It disrupted the whole meeting, but who cares? I don't care if people are desperate. And they almost broke, they almost got their way in the meeting, and this guy was such an ill man, and just come and share what happened. James, isn't it? And your wife, what's your name? And now James, what happened to you about 6 weeks ago in Brisbane? What happened?
Well, we went to the meeting and we couldn't find the door in. So we saw this door that said wheelchair, so we opened it, walked in, just like walking in here. Everyone was sitting there watching. And then you called for people to come up and I went up.
Explain the condition you were suffering.
James has, or did have, 11 incurable diseases. One was leaking kidneys and leaking liver.
So he had a leaking kidney, leaking liver, and how serious was that?
Very serious, yes.
So he was terminal.
Oh, yes, yes.
And doctors told him he was going to die from this.
Oh, yes.
And so that day when I prayed for him, something amazing happened to him.
He was completely healed.
Wow.
We've had a report from the doctor that his kidneys and his liver are 100% now.
About the meeting because you were driving along. How did you find out about the healing meeting?
A girlfriend told me from Melbourne. She rang me and said John Miller's down in Cornerstone.
And you were driving along somewhere?
Yes, yeah.
And she phoned you on the phone?
She did, yeah.
And you drove straight over to the meeting?
Yes.
You got there late?
Yeah.
She came through the fire door or something, disrupted the meeting. And this man was such an ill man. He's a terminal, dying, kidneys, liver. Who knows if your liver and kidneys fail, you're in hot water, you're in serious condition.
An ulcer in the tummy.
And the ulcer went too.
He had an ulcer in his stomach, in the bottom of his stomach, and he was vomiting and had diarrhea. He couldn't hold his food down. Now that is completely healed. The doctors have, I've got written proof of that.
That's amazing. Think about this. This couple were driving along in Brisbane somewhere, and while they're driving, a phone call comes from someone in Melbourne who'd been at the healing meeting, see miracles in Melbourne, said well, I don't care where you are, get to the John Mellor meeting, he's over at Brisbane, and you drop what you're doing, and you drop it, but you kept driving back. You drove over to the healing meeting, and you came through the fire door, disrupted the meeting, and you got a miracle. That's what it's like when they open the window up to load the paralytic down.
The ceiling.
Says you can do it.